All in favor? Please join us while Mr. Gertrude does the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank for this day. We've been so blessed. We're thankful for the rain. We're mindful of your changing of the seasons, the cooler temperatures, the changes of the leaves on the tree, and we see your handiwork, Heavenly Father, all about us. Heavenly Father, we pray for the Mostover family at this time. So thankful for Bobby and his service to Murray County and what he meant to Murray County as a servant. He was such a mentor to a lot of people, a leader in the community. We know that he'll be missed. We pray that you be with his family. Heavenly Father, we pray that you be with Greg. We pray that Heavenly Father, he regain his health. Heavenly Father, be back to us wherever he needs. Heavenly Father, you're a great physician. We know you'll answer our prayers. Be with us and be with our faculty, administration, our children. We pray for continued safety in our schools. Keep a hedge of protection about us, Heavenly Father. We pray for wisdom at this time as we conduct this meeting. We pray that we'll do it in a right way. We pray that we'll be good stewards of the money. We pray that we can continue to improve our school system. Forgive us when we say, do, and think things contrary to thy will. In Christ's name. Amen.
In your packet, you have the consent items from the minutes, or the minutes from November. I need a motion that we approve the minutes.
So moved.
All in favor? Next is the superintendent's report.
Okay, the first item under operational effectiveness is school zone attendance policy. And as we talked in the work session, Bobby Mostover called me a few weeks back asking to be on the agenda in regards to something that the board would consider in regard to changing the exemption of school system employees past elementary school to middle school and high school.
You can't, because it's not a private meeting.
So that being said, everyone knows Bobby. I assumed that he didn't tell anyone else, but he did. So I had him on the agenda, and Randy wants to come speak on his behalf. So Randy, just
go there, or just
wherever you want to go.
I mean, I can talk loud enough.
That's right. That'd be just fine.
So, God blessed us and gave us 3 or 4 days with my father. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. He gave us 3 or 4 days with my dad, and he was able to talk to us, and you know, you couldn't hear him good, but you could hear him enough, and he said, I would like for you to go address the school board. And he told me about the policy and told me what he wanted me to say. So basically, I think you understand it. If not, as I understand it, as he explained it to me, as you said, he feels like it's a fair approach. And I would simply say, you know, if you don't do it at the end of elementary school, would you at least consider at the end of middle school? And he's talking about grandfathering everybody in. If you're already in high school, we're not asking to switch. If you're already in middle school, we're not asking to switch. But just as an ongoing program to make the deck fair, I guess, is the way I would say it. Do y'all understand basically what his point is? And I'm sorry, I lost it there for a second.
Okay.
And that's something that, like I told Bobby on the phone, you know, of course, it's board policy, and what we can do is we would, all the principals and input, and really is something like that, we could discuss it and change the policy, and the time to do it would be if that's what's decided to do or not do.
Sure.
At the end, at the beginning of the next school year.
Right.
So we will definitely put that on our agenda at the subsequent principals meeting.
Any questions of me? Not that I think I can answer, but I'll try.
I just have one thing for you, Randy, but I would like to know how many kids this is. If there's a way for principals to find it, okay, you know, we got X number of teachers, kids that are community coaches or whatever. So we've got an idea how many there are. You know, I mean, there may be 10, there may be 50.
That's a good
But-
question.
And I'm sure Miss Robinette can easily come up with that, she probably don't know it
You
off
don't
the
have
top of her
anything
head.
else to do.
I don't know it off the top of my head,
But
but
she can find
give me a little
that,
bit.
find that information, absolutely.
I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Muskeller.
you. All right,
Where'd you call Mr. Von
the
Stone?
next item we have, and Randy, we'd be love for you to stay about the diesel fuel shortage, if you got any input on that.
Maybe later, maybe next time.
Mike, you wanna come talk about our, transportation, diesel fuel issues and trying to keep school going?
Yeah, we've talked about this before, we brought it up in the district meeting to start with. I think a few weeks back, it might have been a little bit more critical than it is right now. As the economy has slowed, a little bit of the pressure on diesel fuel has eased up, but Tanner and I were talking about it back there in the back a little earlier, and you know, the pipelines ship that diesel, oil, and gasoline to all the storage tank areas. And then we get allocations from those people as tankers bring us fuel and so forth throughout the economy. But as the economy has slowed, some of those storage facilities have actually gained some quality as far as barrels of fuel and stuff. But being on Edge, we've worked on it for a while, and what we've done is we've gone through some of our vendors, and we have found a company out of California, Southern Lubes and Fuel, and what they are willing to do is to let us purchase fuel allocations. The actual amount is going to be 72,500 gallons of diesel fuel, which is enough to last us all the way through the end of the school year. So that if there is a change in stuff, as far as the allocations go out to different groups, our allocation would stand because we would enter into that agreement. We're going to try to purchase that up front in January. We will develop a contract with Southern Lubes. We'll let Mike look over it, preview it before we sign that, but then we will purchase it. And what that agreement does is it promises us that fuel allocation through the end of the year, 72,500, and they bring it to us as we need it. The only exceptions to that would break our agreement with them was two things. One, a declaration of war by the United States. If we were to break out into a world war or something, and they need those allocations to go to military purchases. Or two, some type of act of God where a refinery blows up, a hurricane blows in and disrupts the oil flow, then they may limit us on what allocations we could have. But at the end of the school year, if we have excess amounts of fuel available in this agreement as well, they will be actually wanting to purchase that back from us at the same price that we agree to buy it from them, so we wouldn't be out any money at the end of the school year. Okay. But I'll answer questions as you've got.
For the fuel, within the budget.
Yeah, we already have the amount of money already allocated in our fuel budget to purchase that.
But the cost of it's gonna be still within the budget. We
Yeah,
won't exceed
yeah.
the budget because of fuel prices.
No, I don't think that we will. I think that we've already talked with Cassie, and Cassie says that we have the money available already allocated for fuel. Because we had put extra money into the account anyway, because last year we busted that budget with fuel because the price went haywire for a while, you know, so we've got money ready to purchase it and lock it in, so if there isn't anything that could happen in the next 6 months that could disrupt our school year.
How much do we keep on hand typically?
We have one tank, I believe it was about 10,000 gallons is what it holds when it's completely full. Over the last 2 months, though, we haven't even been letting it get halfway before we ask us truck to come in and fill us up. So we've tried to keep that close to that 10,000 mark because we know with that 10,000 gallons, that's going to get us about 2.5 weeks or so worth of running buses around the county. So we usually average about 2 tankers a month.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Mike. Well, we need to go back up on the recognitions, since we have the principals, I think, have some presentations.
I don't know if you would consider it a presentation, but we just, they'll all come up, we just wanted to take a second, with it being Christmas, we have purchased out of the Principals Association, we've gotten a gift for all the board members. We don't say it enough, but, we just wanted to tell you all thank you for serving our kids and for being there for us when we call on you, or when we need you, so we just thought we should do that. Anyone else have anything? All right, okay. Pass it on.
Thank you.
And, Kelly's actually wearing what? T-shirt. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Dolly.
I had so many compliments on this shirt, though. I was in the mall the other day, and so wearing laces.
And the guy looks even more, it's not as girly as hers, so.
Thank y'all.
All right, the next, we're under fiscal accountability, there was the SPOS outline and the financial statement and the purchase orders. So, if you don't have any other questions, Dr. Smith went over those things, on Thursday. If anyone has any questions, should be glad to answer them, I'm sure, so. But if not, we'll need to approve those items.
Alright, I need a motion to approve the financial statement, plus outline and the purchase orders.
So moved.
All in favor?
And we have no other items under there, our next thing is, personnel, we need to go to executive session.
Need to make a motion that we, I need a motion that we go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor? We're in executive session.